What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Pole Father, and it only takes one. We are back. Hope everyone's having a great morning, afternoon, evening, or good night. So, for whenever you're watching this video, guys, I'm a small channel, and everything everyone knows that I've been doing this now for 7, 8 years. Not YouTube, but being in the hobby, collecting, buying, selling, collecting. I'm a collector. Not afraid to admit it. Collect sealed product and collect cards, slabs, singles, whatever. I love Pokemon. Fun hobby for me. Um, what's going on in this world right now? I want to share with you guys my hot take. Right now we live in the reality of right now you can't find cards, right? You can't find it on the shelves. It's gone. FOMO is back. Fear of missing out. People are finding that if they don't get it now, they're just never going to get it. We all know what that is. We all live in a world right now where if you invest in Pokemon today, it'll make you a millionaire tomorrow, right? Pokemon has been proven the one asset to not only go up in time, but to appreciate in time. Sealed booster boxes, buy it sealed, don't open it because it's only going to be worth more down the road, right? Well, a lot of that is true, right? There's a lot of products out there that, as things get older, they do become more rare, and then we determine the value. And that's true organic growth, stability. But what if I told you that we're pretty much living in an illusion? We're living in an illusion of, you know, supply. What if I actually told you this is my hot take. What if I actually told you there's enough of this to go around right now? I think, and I've done my homework and research on this, guys. And this is coming from the collector standpoint of myself and someone that I do have some sealed product. I'm not gonna lie, I think we all do. Um, it's part of the hobby. You have some sealed things, you open things, slabs, so forth. But I firmly believe right now it is being drilled and implemented into our minds that there isn't enough to go around. The product is out there, guys, and I just don't think we're seeing it. And what do I mean by that? I got a feeling that there's a ton of product. Actually, I said I have a feeling. I know there's a ton of product out there, and a lot of people are staying quiet about it. And it's either sitting behind stores, it's sitting in people's closets, basements, wherever you want to call it. There's a lot of people out there that are sitting on sealed product. A lot. And I think it's more common today than it was yesterday for people to do so. Okay. Organic versus inorganic growth. When things naturally grow over time, it's the collectors that keep it healthy, that help it grow over time. And then 5 years down the road, when it appreciates nicely, next thing you know, it all makes sense because the set's been out for now 5+ years. Look at Sword and Shield stuff. I believe that's still undervalued, 100%. We look at Scarlet and Violet, and by all means, listen, guys, Destiny Rival is a fantastic set. I've only opened up one booster bundle of it because of the price. It's a fantastic set. It's one of the funnest sets I've had opening, believe me. But there's this illusion that there's just not enough to go around. And I said to myself, well, that just doesn't make sense. Pokemon prints. We've learned, guys, the last hype, Pokemon will print and print and print. So there's all of a sudden this new illusion of like they're not printing. The print run is short. I don't believe it. And a lot of YouTubers out there are trying to drill into your mind and your heads that there just isn't enough to go around. And they're telling you invest. Don't open, invest. Buy it now because the price is only going to go up. You know what? That, my friends, is you're starting to go with the grain of inorganic growth. And when something is hyped, that crash down is going to be a hard tumble down to the ground. And when it hits that ground, it'll all be picked up at a nice rate. And over time, it will organically grow and go where it needs to go. And if it doesn't, at some point in our time, it will. It may be a year from now. It might even be 2 years from now. For those of you guys that have been doing this a long time, you know what I mean. There has never been a set released in history of Pokemon that has never been at MSRP on the shelves without a crazy demand. When I mean like on the shelves, I'm talking about like you can walk into the store and see the products sitting there. Not like there's a line out the door and people are just, and the first 10 people are taking it all. No, I'm talking like products available on the shelves. Anyone can get it because it's available. So back to my point is this. There's product out there. There is. And booster boxes and booster cases is the true definition of understanding the pull rates. There are people out there that are posting pull rates. And the truth is, the logic of it doesn't make sense. Now, I know I'm not the only one, but I know a lot of people here as well have used to open up cases. I know that's for a fact. And I can tell you for a fact that when you open up cases, there was case hits. You would get, let's just use alt arts for example, you would get 3 to 5 alt arts per case. You would get X amount per box. There's usually a really good box in there, and there's usually a box that was kind of like dull. The hits were good. That was determining what the hit rate was. You'd open the case and you got to judge based on how good the hit rates were. Well, the problem is now we're not really opening up cases and cases and cases of this stuff. We're just not. You're getting product that's being bought on like Target or Walmart. People are either taking that product and sitting on it or flipping it, or C, they're opening that product, breaking it down, and sending it off to whatnot sellers or third party sellers, call it. And that's the problem because you're not going to determine what the true pull rates are. And like as crazy as it sounds, like really think about this for a second, guys. I went on PSA's pop report for Destined Rivals. Okay. And today is October 7th, 2025. It's always important to name the dates on that. And guys, I'm just going to take the Mewtwo, for example. I'm going to pull it up right here. Pull it up so I can reference it. On this date, today, the Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX Special Illustration Rare, which now is going for almost $2,000 in a PSA 10. There is exactly 3,815 PSA 10s that exist. That's very low for a modern card. Now, immediately everyone's saying, well, that means it's scarce. That means it's rare. That means the price justifies itself. No. That tells me this Pokemon company prints cards. And this just tells me that the product's out there and nobody's opening it. That's the problem. And if we're creating this artificial scarcity, it's not real. That's not real. You're telling me there's only 3,815 of these? I can tell you for a fact when Champions Path the first time came around, and there was I won't use Champions Path as an example. Let's use okay, I got a good one. Let's use Evolving Skies. This is a bold statement. I remember when that set first came around and that first product came around, that Moonbryon and Rayquaza, the pop on that card was 7,000, 6,000 on the first print run. That means there's more than half. There's more than half missing. I mean, and think about it like this. So all these people are saying that, and that's the thing. Nobody's other than people on YouTube, and there's a ton of YouTubers that are pumping this stuff, saying that you need to invest in it. You need to invest in it. It's going to go up. It's going to go up. You know what? In my opinion, I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, it's always been the wisest thing not to open product. But let me tell you what, based on the prices of things, you might as well open. And that is an absolute bold statement, but hear me out, guys. There's been a total of 7,200 SIR Mewtwo's pulled. 3,800 of them PSA 10s, 2,100 PSA 9s. Kind of tells me I got more than a 50% chance to pull a 10. Well, that's pretty good. And better yet, I mean, why? I hate to say it, this can sound absolutely crazy, but why open a booster box? You might as well open the case. The price of other PSA 10s are going through the roof. I know it's not, you're not guaranteed a 10, but hey, based on these numbers, my odds are good. I'm dumbfounded. I can't believe I'm saying this, but like this is actually stuff worth opening. If this is the price of PSA 10s and people are saying that these SIRRs are hard to hit, I'm willing to bet that they're wrong. If you get your hands on a case, other than people sitting on them and forcing the inorganic growth, but if you get your hands on a case, it could be in your best interest to actually open it. I mean, like honestly, if at this point now, if you're getting something at MSRP, especially a booster box, I would advise you to open it. Now, unless you can quick flip it, you know, go for it if you're gonna quick flip it. But I mean, honestly, for the price and what the price of PSA 10s are going for, guys, what do you? It's almost a no-brainer. And I kind of can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna go back to ripping more. And people are gonna be like, "You're crazy. You're crazy." I don't think I am. I mean, based on these numbers, based on what I know Pokemon has done in the past, they're going to print. And there's this new illusion that it's not getting printed. And there's this new illusion that it's investable today. I got a feeling, guys, that there's a lot more product out there. Not many people are opening like they used to. People are buying this intention of buying and keeping it sealed. And they think to themselves that if they do that, they're going to be rich overnight. And unfortunately, when everyone's doing one thing, that's not how it works. The guy that becomes rich and doing something does something that no one else does. Look at your Elon Musk, look at your Jeff Bezos. Those guys did something that nobody else would do. You don't get rich like if you were the one guy that invested back in Pokemon in the 90s on sealed product, then yeah, because nobody else was doing it. Well, if everyone starts doing it now, I get it. It becomes its own market of things, but you're not going to become guys. You're not going to become millionaires. You're just not. If everyone's sitting on sealed product, you're not. Like it's yeah, you can invest in something. Like hey, like there's now by all means, I know a lot of great people in this hobby that do this long term. And if you're in this for the long term things, that definitely change things up. But if you're kind of like in this and you're thinking that Descent Rivals is gonna, buy yourself that retirement condo in Florida, it's not. I can almost guarantee it. It's not real. It's artificial scarcity. It's not real. So in a way, if you get your hands on product, guys, it's almost in your best interest to unload it immediately. Absolutely unload it. Because when the hype train comes around, it's like the supply gets recirculated back into the market. It's not that it's scarce. It just literally gets resupplied, like recirculated. So what does it tell you? Like there's a lot of this stuff out there. And I am going to stand again by my hot take is there's more product out there than you think. And Pokemon's going to keep coming with more and more of it. And the more we don't open, the more they're going to come. So the way I see it is this: it's a hobby. This stuff was meant to be opened. I'm, I'm probably gonna. This is absolutely wild. I can't believe I'm saying this on YouTube. I cannot believe it that I'm even saying this on YouTube. There's so many people that are gonna be like, "You're out of your mind." But think about it. There's a lot of product out there. There's a lot of people staying quiet that they are not sitting on cases. But every time I see someone that I've known for a while, all of a sudden it seems like they've gotten more and more and more. And my question is, just like everyone else, where are you getting it? I used to be able to get cases from card stores, no problem. Even during the rough times, I got them. Now all of a sudden, it just seems like card stores can buy something. Why put it on the shelves? Good something to sit on. I'm not saying everyone does it, but I'm definitely saying, why not? If you're a store and you have major allocation and you're getting some stuff, why should you release it to the general public? I'm just saying what people are doing. But that concludes my video is that the product's out there and the people are sitting and they're not ripping. And when they do that, it creates artificial scarcity. It's not real. I'm going back to ripping stuff. I can't believe I'm saying this. In this market, I would never guess in a million years that I would come forward and say that it's actually a time to start opening product. I can't believe I'm saying that. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. That's all I got. Guys, I'm going to start ripping more again. Just makes sense. Like it literally makes sense. The price of PSA 10 cards. Why wouldn't you go for it? And I wouldn't recommend opening up boxes like those 4-packs things or tins and stuff like that. Why would you? It's not your guaranteed pull rates. Get a case, spend $3,000. If all goes well, you should at least break even. Can't believe I'm saying this. I literally can't believe I'm saying this. It's insane. Insane. Prices don't lie. The market doesn't lie, right? They're saying this card's worth 400, 450. They're saying this is worth 400, 450. Well, they're saying some PSA 10 cards are worth. Oh, I mean, I think even the cheapest SIR, guys, it covers the box. You just got to get in a 10. I like those odds. I like this game. I'm ripping. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Pole Father, and we're back. It only takes one later.